Hello, this is Coach Mike from WinningStockCoach.com. Going to get started with my weekly market overview for the trading week ahead, the week beginning Tuesday, May 26, 2015. The week ahead is a shortened week due to the observance of Memorial Day in the United States. Usually you get a little bit lower volume and whatnot on the holiday weeks, but we're just going to pick up and talk about a few charted points. We've been talking over the past couple months, as you see here on the SPX weekly chart, that we could have a pretty slow ride with some inconsistencies and some choppiness as we continued our upswing. Now, we've been talking about that for a few months now, and actually that's exactly what we've gotten. During the day on Friday, though, late in the day, we did get a little bit of a sell-off. Typically, that's what you're going to see into a holiday weekend. You know, really, from what I'm seeing right now, like with the SPX, I think any downside that we're going to see is going to be to around that 2102.63 area. You can see, especially over the past few weeks, these large lower wicks on each of the weekly candles. That did show you an overall decline during the week that still ended up positive for the week. And I'm not so sure that will end up positive for the week in this shortened holiday week. But what I am pretty well positive of is that our overall movements from open to close of the week, I'm not expecting a lot. What we've seen for several weeks in a row now is a pretty early in the week dip and a late in the week rise. And I think the expectations can pretty much be set with that right now with a support level of that 2102.63. Over now to the DJI, that's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We had gotten just a little bit ahead of ourselves on this chart, and actually last week's market overview I talked about how it actually performed better than the S&P, and we actually see that this past week's candle was just kind of what it really did was just kind of even them out, so they were making the same progress together. Last week, as I mentioned, our support level 18,140 and 44 cents. That's still the support level that I'm watching. Any upwards move above there or any downwards move that doesn't fail that point, to me, would just be, again, opportunities for long entries. Over now to the RUT, the Russell 2000 Small Cap Index. We talked a couple weeks back that on that little hold of support that we could actually get more consistent movement out of the RUT than the other indices. And that's actually what we've seen over the past couple weeks. At this point, though, you're kind of at a point where you don't want to be jumping the gun on the longs. Your resistance point here of 1267.54, at this point, if you're not long already, you would want to wait for the momentum trade after breaking that to really set up and watch your volume for that. If you are long from these lows, as we talked about before, we would have to watch the rise up into that resistance point, and that's where you would need to be right now. Over now to the NDX, the NASDAQ 100. Really simple here. We kind of came just a little bit short of breaking the prior swing high, 45.3678. If we watch for that resistance level to break early in the week, we could look at playing the continuation off of that. Or with the holiday week, if things soured a little bit, I don't think it would be a long-term souring just yet, based off of the charts that I'm looking at that continue to make higher highs and higher lows. But if we were to fail that 44.58.65 area, I at least believe that for the short term, you could get a few little quality short trades in there. So overall with the markets, you can't really have a lot of expectations on holiday weeks. You've got that old adage in trading that sell in May and go away. Many people still do that. Me personally, though, I actually love summer trading. Um, you see less manipulation. You do see less volume, but as a swing trader, I've always found the summers to be more productive with position building and stuff like that. So I am looking forward to getting into the summer. As far as expectations for shorter term or day trading in the upcoming week, I personally believe that we could be lacking some volume and lacking overall movement at first. And should we continue upwards, I believe it'll continue to be kind of a rough upwards ride, which is really consistent with what I've been saying over the past couple months. Um, really, for your day trades, if you're going to insist on them, I would wait for your daily chart support levels to fail and look for opportunities to the short side, especially for options traders that you could benefit from taking the short for a short-term day or scalp trade. This is Coach Mike from winningstockcoach.com, wishing you the best of luck in your upcoming trading week, and God bless. And as we observe the Memorial Day here today, I hope you keep in your thoughts and prayers the lives of soldiers lost to preserve our freedom here in the United States and the families who indeed also lost those soldiers. God bless.